Okay, Afrin. Afrida, Amma, go ahead.
Hi everyone, my name is Afrida Sayara. I'm a first year student at the University of Calgary. I graduated high school last year from Nelson Mandela High School. Um, I think some of you might know me if you went to Nelson. So yeah, and I was this year's Canada's luckiest student. Yeah, my name got drawn out of like a list of 200,000 students across Canada, and like honestly, it was purely luck that made me win this. So yeah, that's me.
Okay, thank you, friend. So you're going to, yes, you can present how did you start and how did you apply those information you can share. We are going to listen it. And after your presentation, after your speech, we are going to ask some questions.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Canada's luckiest student. It is. I signed up for this platform called Grant Me, and to like find more scholarships that I was eligible to. So I've been applying to scholarships since like January of this year. It was my second semester at university, and I've just like started applying to all of the scholarships and stuff. Last semester, in the fall semester, last September, I won the Alexander Rutherford scholarship, and I won $2,500 from that. And I'm actually still using that money. I still have that money left over. So like yeah, I used it for this spring term. So this January, I started applying for like multiple scholarships, and Canada's luckiest student is actually the only one that I've won so far, because like I've been applying to all of the other ones. I didn't really like have much luck with them. So yeah, it was Canada's luckiest student, and like I was lucky enough to win like the most to win the only scholar. Well, it's more of like a lottery type of thing. So yeah, like I was lucky enough to win that one scholarship that was worth like the most. So yeah.
Okay, one question. Maybe your mom also giving you some
Yeah.
some message. It's okay, sister. You can also talk to.
Yeah.
If we miss some information, please share
আমাকে
some.
করোনার জন্য ওগুলো মিস করে গেছে
Okay. Yes. Okay. So yeah, for corona, yes, for the corona issues, there are lots of things happen.
Yeah.
We understand that. Okay, so if somebody asks you, what is the most important thing to get a scholarship? Is it the just academically, or need lots of volunteer experiences, or need also leadership skills? What do you like to say some for youth?
I'm going to be honest, mostly like for most scholarships, I think like most of the scholarships that are worth like more money, they actually require more like volunteer experience, like more leadership skills and like your humanitarianism. I'm not really sure about the word, but yeah, like the scholarships that tell you to write your essays about volunteer experience, something you've done in the past, your life experiences. I think those ones are worth more than the academic scholarships. But like the academic scholarships, they're also worth a lot more. So like yeah, I feel like volunteering and like having leadership skills, having like a strong volunteer background will definitely help you like win more scholarships, because then your essays will be amazing. You have a lot to write about, and like it's going to open up a lot of doors to you. So yeah, like definitely having volunteerism, absolutely, it is just as important as having good grades.
Perfect. Okay, so what will be your advice who are, let's say, who are not even grade 10, 11, 12? Some students are here grade 6 or 7 or 8. So
Yeah.
do you think it's too early, or it's not? Maybe they need to start work right now. Can you give some guideline to them?
I'm going to be honest. Middle school, I just like all I did was have fun. Literally, middle school. Trust me, like middle school is like the last time you're going to be a kid. So really, like live it up. But also that doesn't mean like be careless about your grades. Like still like do good like academically. But like yeah, I started getting serious in grade 11. like, to be honest. But like the tough part was that my grades in grade 10, they were actually kind of bad, and like I had to make up for them in grade 11. So my advice would be, whoever's starting high school like from grade 10, like just start early. Like as soon as grade 10 starts, like start working towards your goals. Trust me, it's going to pay off, like in the long run. It is going to help you a lot to, like, if you're planning to go into post secondary or like colleges or university, it is definitely going to help you a lot, like if you start early. So like the earliest I would suggest is like high school. So like the start of high school, like grade 10, that's when you have to start getting serious. But if you're in middle school, I wouldn't worry about it. Like grade 6, you're still a kid, like have fun. So yeah.
Okay, there's a one parent. She's also Dr. Shumaera. She asked one question: How you manage your life? Lots of volunteer work, leadership,
Mom, teacher.
studies. Yes,
Um,
mom is helping you. I know.
yeah.
Teacher.
It's I managed mostly, like as I said before, I started getting serious in grade 11, right? So in grade 11, like I'm not gonna lie, it was a little stressful, but like but honestly, I just, trust me, time management skills, you kind of have to figure it out when you're in the moment, but definitely plan ahead. That's what I did, like especially with your studies, like your homework and stuff. Finish it like as early as possible so that you don't have to worry about it later, like when it's closer to the due date. Like in grade 11, in the second semester, I had like 3 courses. I was still in high school. I had 3 courses. I was on the badminton team. I was involved in a cancer research program, and I was volunteering outside of school and in school. I was also in the leadership club. So like I had to give up on, like I left the badminton team because they always had practices like early in the morning at like 7:30 a.m. and like I had to be there. And then I also had tutoring after school that I went to. I had a tutor for math. And then yeah, so like I would literally fall asleep in classes because I had to wake up so early in the morning. So then my parents were like, if you really want to manage all of it, um like you're gonna have to, like, sometimes it gets too overwhelming, so sometimes you have to know like when to quit something that's like not as important. So me, like, I joined the badminton team for fun. So like I was like, it's not as important. I have a cancer research program, I needed to do that. So then yeah, like I had to quit the badminton team halfway through the season. But it definitely, like, the badminton team experience, it was a little helpful because I get to write about it in my scholarship essays about how I manage my time. That was a really good example of that. And the other part was that after I quit the badminton team, it kind of became easier for me. I'd never had to wake up early in the morning anymore for practices. And then after my cancer research program, it was done in April, I just started full on like focusing on my studies, and I ended up with really good grades because of it. So yeah, trust me, like it's gonna be a little difficult in the beginning once you're starting out, but once you get used to it, your time management skills, over time you will like get used to it. And then in the long run, your grades are gonna be way better than like you started off.
Okay, there's one very common question. Some students who are currently in grade 10, some students said that grade 10 grading marking is not important at all. Usually grade 11 is more important, and grade 12 also.
Yeah.
And some students, that grade 7, 8 was not good, so they are scared, okay, this is effective or not. Can you explain a little bit clear
Yeah.
this?
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. To those of you in like middle school, grade 7, 8 is nothing. Trust me, it's really really easy. And honestly, like you're like, I don't think universities are gonna look at your like grade 7 or 8 marks. Literally, it's mainly grade 11 and grade 12 marks that they look at. But like, do trust me, because I was really bad at grade 10. I literally did not study at all in grade 10, and it was a really like I had to catch up to it in grade 11. So like my advice is, don't make the same mistake as me. So yes, even though universities, they don't really look at your grade 10 marks, but like grade 10, like because it's like the beginning of high school, once you like, if you start early, like in grade 10, you're gonna have a lot more like experience like when you go into grade 11, because trust me, grade 11 is going to hit you like really hard. And like a lot of people have have trouble like adjusting to grade 11 and like the coursework there. So like, yeah, my advice would be, if you're in grade 10, like start getting serious with it, you know. But trust me, also grade 10, do like all of the recreational stuff, like join teams, join clubs, and like especially grade 10, because you're gonna have more sorry, because in grade 10 you're gonna have like a little more free time, because your academic coursework isn't as much as grade 11 or grade 12. So like grade 10, try out for the sports team, join the clubs, join the leadership clubs, go volunteering in and out of school, so that you can like build up those leadership skills and those citizenship skills, you know. And then grade 11, like focus more on your academic work. But grade 10 also like try to like get like good grades, because like then like you don't want to like get put into like a lower course level, because that's what happened to me, and I had to change everything to like -1. And then yeah, but like still, like I was still in -1. I didn't do as bad, but still it was kind of difficult for me to catch up in grade 11. So yeah, my advice is to those grade 10 kids, like start early. Grade 10 is the year when you have to like get used to high school, and then yeah, it's going to set you up for success. You're going to be more successful than me.
Excellent. So yes, some students they already got. Okay, my request to my students who are grade 11 and 12, maybe if you have any question, you can unmute, ask the question, and you can write also. Parents, I know there are some parents also here. Please, you can also write. If I'm running out of questions, you can ask the question. Okay, so one parents ask you the question, what places do you recommend to volunteer? Let's say I'm going to, yeah.
Okay. I honestly, like any volunteering opportunity that opened up for me, I used to volunteer at all of them. Mostly I used to volunteer at my school. The leadership club at school, they offer like a variety of volunteering in and around school. And trust me, that is going to like help you build leadership skills. And like for me, like this summer, because I'm a university student, I'm like looking for jobs, and like those, I've never had a job before. So literally my entire work experience and all of my skills I learned from volunteering, and like that was mainly in school. So yeah, like you can definitely put that in your resume. You can write your scholarship essays about it, and it's going to help you like build all of your like skills that is going to set you up for success in the future. So and like one of the main places that I volunteered at was I live in the Northeast, so I used to volunteer at the Genesis Center. Then like the uncle here, I used to help him tutor kids. I used to volunteer, yeah, I used to volunteer a lot in the Bengali community too. And then like I love dogs and everything, and I love like pets, but like I can't have pets because my mom and dad said no. So I volunteer at Alberta Animal Rescue Crew and Society. And like yeah, I volunteer with the dogs there. I volunteer at their vet hospital. So like yeah, it's really fun for me, honestly. Like any volunteering experience that you feel like you would be a good fit for it, or like the, like any volunteering experience that you are interested in. Trust me, if you're interested in something, it's going to be really easy for you. So like anything that you're interested in, any like opportunity, yeah, like the Gurudwara, you can literally go there and just volunteer. Like just literally all you have to do is just like serve food and everything. I used to volunteer there when I was in middle school with my friends. And yeah, and also trust me, like I don't want to like delve too deep into this, but like having good friends, it's also like a good part, because the main reason I started, like I got into all of these volunteering opportunities, is because of my friends. They found like all of these volunteering opportunities. Like I have Punjabi friends, like I have like yeah, like they introduced me to the Gurudwara volunteering, and that kind of started off like with my volunteering stuff. That the Gurudwara was the first place I volunteered at when I was in like grade 8, I think. Yeah. So yeah. And it's like really easy volunteering too. So like start with the easier stuff, and then once you're like ready, you can move on to like bigger and bigger roles. That's how you build your volunteering experience.
Excellent. Yes, yes. So that means that you don't need to work just in the masjid or in the same community. You can do the multi-faith group
Yeah.
work. That is amazing. We need to know each other. Wonderful. I would like to share one also. This election, I think city election is coming here. And after 2 years, there will be provincial election and federal election, there is a flyers, right? We can distribute.
Mhm. Yeah,
We
you can distribute them. Yeah.
right, or we can put the placard, put our in front of your
ছেলেকে এগুলোতে ইনভলভ করতে পারবো না তুমি
home, and then you can send it.
দরকার কিন্তু ওকে পারবো তুমি
একটু বুঝাও না কারণ কি এই যে আদিত্য এখন গ্রেড 5 6
Okay, so unmute.
কলেক্টর
Will
করলে
help me
স্কলারশিপ
to-
পেতে ইজি হয় পড়াশোনার
okay, so yes, this could be another starting point. It's easy, right, with your parents, and we need to work with we need to support our
Yeah.
politician also, and it's also better from them. They are ready to give you certificate, and then one MP is giving you certificate, right? It's
Yeah.
use mayor, city mayor, they give you certificate. I think in the library you can work also,
I
in
think so.
hospital,
Yeah.
everywhere is right. Okay, so let's see, is there any? Yes, one more, two question
Mhm.
from Lucky. Okay, is it too late to still apply for a scholarship if you have just graduated from grade 12? Number one question, Amma.
I don't think it's too late. Remember, I only started applying to scholarship when I was like in my first semester of university. You're never too late. Trust me, there's more like scholarship opportunities for university students than there is for high school students. Like the Alexander Rutherford scholarship, I highly, highly recommend you to apply to that because you can win money easily. It literally, like I won it last September and it literally paid off my entire, like one of my entire semesters from the Alexander Rutherford, like of online classes. So yeah, like I only applied to it in August of last year and I won it in September. So like, yeah, I only started applying to scholarships when I was in university. Trust me, you're never too late. There's always going to be opportunities. As long as you know like all of the options and stuff, you're exactly where you're supposed to be. You're good.
Okay, so one more. Yes, very good. I think yes, there's never late. It's always there's opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes, and then I think that is the consistency, right? Consistency and persistence is the key. Some people they apply, they never go for the next step, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe the timeline. There's a deadline. We need to follow the deadline. In Canada, from my experience, I would like to share, deadline is the key. If time is over, then everything is gone. 1 year you need to wait.
Yeah. Remember this Canada's luckiest student thing? This was like my 7th or 8th scholarship. I applied for like every scholarship that I got matched to on GrantMe, but like I didn't win any of them. Canada's luckiest student was the first one that I won. So like it definitely takes some patience. You have to have patience for this. And you just have to keep trying.
Okay, so I did not, Sister Sumaira, maybe you can unmute and you can talk. The question is, did you use Blueprint? I am not sure about my Blueprint. Yes.
I think I had like an account when I was in high school, but like I opened it like towards like the end of my high school career. So like I didn't really use it as much. But like if it's helping you like find like if it's definitely helping you, then yeah, absolutely. Like whatever resources helps you or whatever resources caters to you, I recommend you like whatever's easier for you, honestly. Like yeah, you should definitely use it if it's easier for you.
Okay, Amma, there'll be one very hard question. Maybe answer could be easy. Some students, especially I can see in different, usually the who are junior high, okay, they are busy with the games, they are busy with electronic devices, and how you manage so that you are the role model, whatever people say, you are the role model for our youth. What would be the suggestion for parents? Mom would like to say something.
It's I'm going to be honest, I only got my first phone last September. My parents did not buy me any phone like all throughout high school. I literally had like no phone. I used to watch like YouTube. YouTube was like my main. My parents didn't have Netflix or like anything like that. We only had the internet, and of course like I had social media, but because like I didn't have a phone, like my only chance to log into Instagram was from a desktop. So like yeah, and back then like Instagram, they didn't open everything up. So like yeah, I feel like I had a good control over technology, and like because of this reason, because I didn't have a phone. But like yeah, and I think that's the main reason. I only got my phone when I got to university. But also for the parents watching, like like don't think that this is an invitation to like take their phone away. But also like to the kids watching, I just want to like recommend, like, have a good like control over it. Like, of course, like I love talking with my friends, I love going on Instagram and Snapchat and whatever, but like you have to have like a limit to it, like
Right.
because you need to know like when to do your work and stuff. You can't be putting off your work for like social media. So yeah.
Excellent. Yes, boys and girls, you are listening to her, right? We need to, that is the order, new order. If you like to get a scholarship, if you like to get, definitely need control. We are
Yeah.
going to use it, but not it, right?
ও তো কন্ট্রোল
I
করবে
think-
প্যারেন্টস
have a
বেশি তো পারে না
Yes, Nasifa, you have a question, right? Is it?
Three.
Yeah. Okay, Nazifa, grade 3, she has a question. Yes, please go ahead.
Is it also for grade 3 kids?
Okay. Yes, Afridia.
Wait, for what do you mean for grade 3 kids? Like the technology thing? You guys have phones in grade 3? I can't even imagine. I studied my grade 3 in Bangladesh. I came here in grade 6. So like, yeah, grade 3 when Bangladesh was like way more difficult. Trust me. Like, yeah, grade 3, like you guys are pretty young. And honestly, like I'm not really sure about the stuff that they study here in Canada in grade 3, but my grade 3 was like a little like tough. I was always studying and stuff, but that was in Bangladesh, that was not in Canada. So like honestly, grade 3, you guys should just like play outside, go hang with your friends, like play outside. Honestly, that's gonna like distract you from like the technology around you. But honestly, I feel like it's not like a fair evaluation because I never studied grade 3 in Canada. So yeah, I'm not really sure.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, if you have parents, I'm running out of question. Please ask a lot of questions so that we can give her time to Afrida. Afrida, so let's see, this year, what is the time to apply for luckiest student scholarship, and what will be your suggestion? There's Oliza here, grade 12. Some students, Nira, she already got the award, she's in the first year student, so
Yeah.
that I want them to apply. So what will be your suggestion? Can you briefly discuss the
For Canada's
luckiest
luckiest
student
student?
award? Yes.
Okay. So Canada's Luckiest Student is this contest that happens every year. This is it's actually a pretty new scholarship compared to the other ones. This is the 9th year that they've done it, and this year I was the winner. So like every year they pick one winner, and that one winner like and that winner, he or she like wins the prize bundle of $60,000. So like yeah, it's a huge, like I'm not really sure if it's a scholarship, it's more of like a lottery thing. So like you put your name in the contest, it's a contest type of thing. So like you put your name in the contest, and like they're gonna pick like one winner. So I think this year Canada's Luckiest Student, because they already chose the winner, I think this year it's done. But next year it's going to open up from July 12th of this year. July 12th, 2021, they're gonna open up Canada's Luckiest Student number 10. And I think that's when you can like start putting your name in, like your entries and stuff. And they're gonna pick the winner next year of April, and that person is going to be Canada's Luckiest Student number 10. So yeah. And unlike like normal contests, like a normal contest, you just put your name in like only once, right? Because that's like fair. But like unlike other contests, this contest, it's like you can put your name in as many times as you want. So to increase your entries to like entries mean like however many times you put your name in. So like I myself, I got like about 5,000 entries. There are ways to like increase your entries. So like if you just go to Canada's Luckiest Student, like when the website opens up again, like for next year, when this contest begins in July 12th, I think like it's gonna say like if you're a CIBC, like if you have a CIBC student account, especially like for the university students or for the high school students, if you open one, then you immediately get like 20 entries. 20 times your name will be put into the contest. And like there's also like entry codes. I think it's like I think they post them all over their social media. So like if you follow them on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever, they're gonna have entry codes there. But there's also like people on like Facebook, they have this whole Facebook page. They post all of the entries there, and like this entire community of people. And you can just like, that's how I got my entries, because I like entered the contest pretty late. I only entered in April and they drew the name in May. So I was like really late. So I found all of them like on social media, and then I started like entering my entries. So each entry I think was like five points or something, and then 5 times, and then I just like added all of them, and then yeah, I increased my entries up to like about like 5,000 times, and still I was insecure. There were people who did like 7,000, 6,000 times that they put their name in. But yeah, it's honestly at the end of the day, whoever the winner is, it's just about luck, really.
Okay.
Yeah, you can definitely increase your entries like that.
Okay, so yes, I think we got some idea. And there's one question, grade 12, or what is the entry level minimum, from which grade they can apply? Do you have no?
Canada's luckiest student, I think it's open to students from grade 9 to up till university. So
Oh,
like every like entire, if you're in high school, you're good. You can definitely like join the contest and stuff. Yeah.
okay, yes, in two yeah, 200,000, 200,000. You
Yeah,
are
200,000 students applied this year. Yeah.
okay, Amma. Yeah, I think you already apply also some other scholarships. Can you just, that, let's say this one's the one, you achieve another one or two, so that which is totally depend on leadership skills,
Oh
about
yeah.
essay, and also for it's called the result. So which one what are the two other scholarships you would like to recommend?
The very first scholarship that I won, the Alexander Rutherford, I think that depended on my grades. So like the amount of money that you get depends on your high school average. So like for me, I think my high school, I think I'm not really sure because I applied a long time ago, but I think the requirements are the same. Like if you're an Alberta student and like you are in high school right now,
50%.
yeah, if your average, like your high school average is like above 80%, I think you're gonna get 2,500. And like let's say I think for like 75%, I think you're gonna get 2,000. And like as your grade, I mean, as your average goes down, like the money, like it just keeps going down. So like yeah, if you want to win the scholarship, you have to apply after you've graduated high school. And like if your average is over an 80%, like you can win the full amount, $2,500. So like yeah, that like Alexander Rutherford, that one I think is dependent on your grades. And there were other ones. I actually started applying from this January. So like I'm still a little bit new, but like yeah. There was another one. I think I didn't I yeah, there was another one. I think it was the Terry Fox Humanitarian Award, and that scholarship was for like $28,000, and it was a huge one. I applied to it. I didn't win, but like yeah, that one I had to like write an essay, and the essay was about what is like um I think it was about like a life experience. They asked me to like write about a life experience, like a humanitarian life experience, or like how you've expressed humanity. So like stuff like that. So like I wrote about how I volunteer at the animal shelter because I love dogs, but like I'm Muslim, I can't have dogs or like any pets like that. So like yeah, I just like mainly I wrote my essay about like how much I love animals, and like I'm from Bangladesh, and like I saw so many stray animals and stuff, and obviously like I couldn't take care of them. So I was like, when I came to Canada, like I wanted to help out with the animals and stuff. So I wrote like a long essay about that. Yeah. And that was about like a humanitarian experience in your life.
Okay, one more question could be for for especially for parents, right? Yeah, nowadays see that lots of children, they if they don't like to help their parents, right?
Yeah.
What is your relationship with parents? How can you help them? And about the siblings, I know some children. Okay, so can you talk how the children, other students, can build a relationship with the siblings, and how can they support the parents also beside that?
Support the parents. Honestly, most of the time my parents supported me. Like they were always behind me. They helped me every step of the way. Like whatever I needed, they were always there for me. Um, Mostly like for parents, I feel like anything that like your kids do, like literally anything, it could be any accomplishment, like they made it to like a sports team, or like they won like a scholarship or anything like that, like just cheer them on, like let them know that it's like a good achievement, no matter how small the achievement is. And that's gonna motivate them to like keep going, to keep putting themselves out there. So like yeah. And for like your siblings relationship, I'm gonna be honest, I only started getting close with like my sister when I was in high school. And that's also kind of funny, because the day that we started talking the most, my parents were mad at us or something, and like they took the Wi-Fi out. So we were like, because there was no Wi-Fi, no phones, no computers, me and my sister, we started talking to each other like face to face, and that's how we like bonded. That was the main, like that was the day, that's when we started getting close. So yeah. And trust me, like you might not like look like to the kids in this Zoom call, you might not like, you might hate your siblings now, trust me, but like as you start growing older, you're going to become closer, and trust me, you're going to be inseparable. Like even if your parents are not going to be there, your sister, your brother, they're always going to be there. Your siblings are the only ones who are going to have your back, trust me.
Yes, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Okay, boys. Yes, parents, if you have questions, you can write, please. Okay, you talked about the other two scholarships. Just if you, whenever you have time, when Neera is talking, Neera is here. She's going to talk about the president's award, and that time maybe you can you'll be free. That time you can give this information here so they can save it.
Okay. So someone else is going to talk right now, right?
Maybe in 1 or 2 minutes. Neera, are you here? Can you make some sound?
Assalamualaikum, yeah, I'm here.
Yes. We have also another scholar here.
Oh, hi.
Okay. Same school. I think you know her, right?
Yeah, I also just graduated from Nelson, actually.
Oh.
Okay, so after that, you're not done. You're going to listen, but you can also ask her questions,
Okay,
or
yeah.
you can pop up anytime whenever you want.
Okay.
Neera, now your turn, please. Advise some students are here grade 10 and 11 and 12 also, how they can prepare themselves. I think you got the around, let's see, you are going to explain yourself, please. If you like to present, you can go for the presentation, please. Neera, your turn.
Okay, well, Assalamualaikum, my name is Fabiha Nira, and I recently graduated from Nelson Mandela High School. I got accepted into the University of Calgary by applying for early admission, and I was automatically granted the President's Admission Scholarship for earning a 95% average in grade 11. I also maintained this average in grade 12 to keep the scholarship. So it was a challenging journey filled with piles and piles of assignments and projects that felt like it took up all of your free time. And there were many times when I would rather procrastinate and leave an assignment until later because I wasn't up to doing it right away. And it was especially during COVID-19, near the end, when COVID-19 hit near the end of my grade 11 year and throughout grade 12. My school went into lockdown many times, or I would get quarantined for 2 weeks, and I had to get used to learning and submitting assignments from home. So I definitely lost a lot of motivation and saw myself procrastinating even more, but I continued to pull through and use what resources and study tips I had to finish the year off strongly and still earn that scholarship. So the steps that I took to achieve this are what I will be talking about, and I hope that these will help you on your own journey as well. So the first thing is to be able to manage your own time, like Afrida mentioned, which I think is so important to make sure that you are finding a balance between school and your personal life, and you aren't just overworking yourself. So I have a monthly calendar in my room, which I use to plan out my schedule days or even weeks ahead by writing down which tests I have on what day and how many days before that I can set aside to study for that test. Also with assignments, if I had worksheets, labs, or essays, I would write down the day that it's due and work on them part by part each day until it was finished. I would never leave an assignment until the last day to work on in case I didn't finish it before the deadline. Instead, I found that working on little parts of it each day to be much more effective for me so that I would still have personal time to myself and not just spend an entire day doing schoolwork. Finding that kind of balance is so important because you don't want to just have the mindset that to be successful and have good results, I just need to study seriously all the time. If you study to the point of overworking yourself, you will just end up hating it. And this is what I didn't want myself to resort to. And this is why I think time management is such an important skill that I learned for my success. Of course, if you do tend to procrastinate a lot, it definitely isn't easy. And this brings me to the next point, which is to have a good friend group, like Afrida also said, that can keep you on track and you can share your accomplishments with. Having a study group or a friend that I could complete assignments with together really took some of the individual burden away. So I have a friend that I would constantly communicate with to discuss which assignments from different classes we would be busy with on a certain day, and if we were in the same classes, which assignments we could work on at a set time or which day we could both set aside to study for a test. Keeping each other on track like this helped us both be very productive as we would both encourage and motivate each other. And whenever we got the opportunity, we would ask our teachers to do assignments or projects as partners because my friend would always say that two brains doing it is better than one. And this was true for me because you can both help each other with what concepts you or they might not understand, and you can finish the schoolwork a lot faster. So this friend and I are also pursuing the same path in our first year of university. So I hope that inshallah we can both continue these study habits and continue working really well together. Having such a friend group is honestly really important to making your high school experience a little easier and more fun. If you find it hard to motivate yourself to do work, then having a good friend with who you can get it done alongside is really good. And my last point is to always be in communication with your teachers, obviously because they are the ones giving you all the schoolwork and they are the best ones to ask for help. You should try to befriend your teachers because that always presents the chance for them to go easier on you or to compliment your hard work. Some teachers may seem difficult to please, and that makes you want to shy away from communicating with them and just accept whatever mark you get. However, you should be taking that first step towards asking your teachers what expectations they have for an assignment and keep asking for feedback along the way as well. Continuously doing this will form a stronger bond between you and your teacher, which will really help you moving forward because they will be more open to helping you succeed. In grade 12, especially for me, keeping communicating with those teachers that you are closest to, as you can learn a lot of advice from them in terms of how to succeed. My math teacher, for example, was always willing to share funny university stories or family stories that turned into serious life lessons, and I will continue to keep them all in mind moving forward. So when entering high school, there was so much I didn't know, and even after graduating, there's so much more to learn about working hard, which I'm sure I'll experience more in university. But I'm glad that I was able to form close relationships with some of my high school teachers who helped push me forward throughout my high school journey. And these are habits that I'm glad I began to do during high school as well, so that I can continue doing them in university. I think everyone has their own ways to make their journey successful. These are just what worked for me and allowed me to achieve a high enough average to earn this scholarship. And these are my main takeaways from high school, and I feel happy for my achievements thus far, even though there's a lot more still for me to grow on. So if you all set your mind to it, high school is the best place to start developing on your own path to success. And that's it.
Oh, thank you, Amma. Thank you very much. Nira, is it really difficult to get all of the subject? Is it just some specific subject, or your all four subjects you need to get around 95%?
No, it's not all subjects. It's just in total, combining all the subjects together, you get a 95% average. And when you're applying to a university, like I applied to university through early admission, like I said, and I had a 95% average in the end, and that's what automatically got me that scholarship. So it's when you apply to university and get accepted that you could earn it.
Excellent. Oh my God, it's very. And then now let's see one more question about some students who are grade 10, okay, or grade 9, grade 11. Let's see, they did not do it well on this previous test. Or one more thing, it happens. So many students and parents also discuss with me. The teacher, maybe they get 80%, okay, but they would like to get a little more mark. So what will be your suggestion? Is it if you request your teacher, I would like to redo the work, it improve your mark or not? What do you think? Who could not careful in the first semester or try but did not get good mark, but they willing to upgrade the mark. What will be your suggestion for those children, for those students?
Yeah, I would say, well, first of all, even if you get a lower mark than you expected, you shouldn't be so hard on yourself because you can still continue to improve and continue to study to learn more. So you should definitely talk to your teachers to see if there's extra work that you're able to do to earn a higher mark. And yeah.
Okay. Okay, Favia, is it happened to your own life? Because when I was in grade 8 teacher, students come and then I will, yeah, if you like to do work, I would like to give the mark, no problem, do the work. But you know, some students, they do not submit. Okay, they don't care about the mark, right? But when they realize, oh, they miss their scholarships or they are getting this one, did you find any teacher who are very willingly to increase the mark if you submit and then resubmit, they update it or not, or the mark whatever you got is final forever?
Honestly, it hasn't really happened to me because I've been serious about high school since the beginning, so I haven't really had to upgrade my marks. So I can't really say anything about that, but I also have had nice teachers who were willing to like mark my work fairly and give me higher marks.
Okay, so with Favi, I would like to share this information that yes, I give advice to my other students. If you are a little bit, you are not, you know that you are capable to get more mark, but in by any kind of mistake or something, you lose the mark. If ask the teacher, can I do the resubmit? Can I write the essay or can I re-evaluate? If you ask the teachers, definitely, definitely they will consider. There are lots of good teachers. Always, all teachers are good, but we need to go, we need to ask them, right? And mark is the key, right? After that, there are grade 12 students, you are here, there are some university students also here. Mark is the only one criteria to get admission in the university, right? So
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
so we have to be, my students who are here, grade 9, 10, 11, doesn't matter which grade you are now, you have to be care about your marks.
Mhm.
Definitely. It will be easier. Even if you don't have mark, for your leadership, it will be helpful. But if you have the mark, 100%, 90% is always
Yeah.
plus, right?
Can I just like quickly add something?
Oh,
It's
yes, always.
yeah. Marks, like, for I think grades are actually pretty important. Like if you're gonna like apply to university, so, so like yeah, they just look at your average, like your student average, and those are like the grades that are taken from grade 11 to grade 12. So my advice would be grade 11, like you have to like be really serious, but grade 10 start like preparing it. Grade 10 is like your beginner year. Like start like with your time management skills, start volunteering, like because like in a university application there are literally sections and they ask you to like say like your most meaningful volunteer work, like where you've volunteered, any like volunteering experience, and like your leadership skills. They ask you to talk about your leadership and your citizenship ship skills, sorry. And yeah, it's like stuff like that. So like for me, I applied to chemistry. I'm a STEM major. I'm in the faculty of science. Like like yeah, so like for me, when I applied 2019 in December. I remember it was a Friday. I just returned from the mosque, and like I went to Juma that day and I prayed and I was like I'm going to apply today, like please help me get in and stuff. So then I went home, I applied that afternoon. It was on a Friday. And then 2 days later, my acceptance letter came into the mail. It was that easy because all they had to do, they just looked at my marks. And so like, yeah, like, trust me, if like the faculty or like the faculty or the school that you're applying to in any university, like if you meet all of the requirements, especially the grade requirement, they're gonna accept you really quickly. You're gonna get your acceptance letter like extremely fast. So like, yeah, grades really matter when you're like trying to apply to university.
Okay, thank you, Ammo. The
Yeah.
one question to Fabiha, Nira, and Afrida also.
Mhm.
This is very common thing. Last 20 years, I see one thing.
Mhm.
Some students, children, the friends, they said not when they are serious about their mark, their studies. There's called peer pressure.
Mhm.
They said, "Oh, nerd! Oh, look at that! They are the loser! Oh, unsmart." So how you overcome this kind of peer pressure? Nira and Afrida, both, please be brave on that.
I think Nira like mentioned this before, and I also mentioned this before. You need to like surround yourself with people who have the same goals as you, because if you surround yourself with like people like people who don't really understand your goals or like don't really understand your future plans, they will always mock you, and they're always going to like assign you the fake friend title because you never want to spend time with them. You have to work. They're going to call you a nerd and stuff like that. So definitely like your friend group, it matters a lot. Like you need to have good friends in your life, like friends who are going to support you. And trust me, there is nothing more satisfying than like when you and like your entire friend group, like you guys all like become successful in something, like you all make it to university. Like I still remember, like I think it was last year, like during winter break and stuff. I think it was during the second semester, like when me and like my entire friend group, like one by one, we all started texting each other. We were like, yo, I got into university, we're all going to university. Like trust me, that's success. Like when the good news is gonna hit you, it's gonna make your friendship like it's gonna make you guys stick together. So like, yeah. And also like if people like call you names, like they call you nerd for being serious, you're just being serious about your future. Trust me. Like honestly, at the end of the day, you're working for you. Okay, you have your own goals, you have your own motivations. Don't really like take those people to mind. Yeah.
Thank you. Wonderful, wonderful. Fabiha, Nira, your opinion.
Yeah, I agree with everything that Frida said. Like your friend group is really important. I'm also glad for the friends that I have made, and that I'll also be seeing many of them in university so that we can continue to succeed. And at the end of the day, it's your own, you should focus on your own success because that's what matters the most, and not care about what anyone else is saying.
Excellent. Excellent. So the things is that don't let your friend to decide your goal. You have to decide your career path, your goal, your success.
Yeah.
If there's something, they are not actually friend.
Yeah.
Then-
Yeah.
Okay, so one more thing also, we have 5 more minutes, we can talk. Sometimes some students, they're very bright, really bright student, but they're not caring their own studies. They are whatever, they run after friends, they help them first, and then rest,
Yeah.
they don't get the time. And what will be your opinion in this case, please?
Definitely, trust me, friends are important. Yes, you do need like support and you do need friends in your life. But like you also need to choose the right friends, because you can't have friends who are always going to get you into trouble. And like you can be putting friends who don't like value you in like like before your own goals. Because and honestly, like I'm just giving these advice, and trust me, spotting fake friends is kind of difficult. But like if you do spot them, and like you know that they're gonna get you into trouble, and like you start putting them before yourself, that's when you're gonna like head into like a disaster. That's like the beginning of a disaster. So trust me, like if you find out that like your friends aren't supporting you, they always care about like themselves, they don't really value you or stuff like that, then just like I hate to say it, but you need better friends than that. Friends like who are gonna support you, who are gonna look into you, they're gonna help you, they're always gonna stick by you. So yeah. you definitely need better friends.
Okay, Fabiha, Nira, you wanna add 1 or 2 points?
I feel like what you said about how people sometimes don't care about school, and it's like I mentioned earlier, how because of the workload, that's probably why people don't care about their studies that much, or they hate studying because of the amount of work or studying that they have to do. So I would say because of that, that's why it's really important that you should learn how to manage your time properly. And also, like Afrida said, have good friends who can motivate and encourage you to like reach that success or reach that potential.
Yes, perfect. Actually, right? Yes, everybody are not going to university, right? You are going to go different places. So you have to be careful about your things, right? About your future. Otherwise, maybe we cannot go reach to your goal. Okay. Yeah, wonderful. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Look at your parents, look at your teachers, right? They have also some friends, right? Who are focusing, they reach, they got the success, right? The people who are not focused their studies, running after friends, giving more priority to the friend, to your own family member, giving priority more than your parents, maybe that is not the good choice. Definitely. Okay, I think, yeah, if anybody, now is open floor, if anybody would like to share their opinion, if you have some questions, please, you can discuss. Our program officially done, but if you like to leave, you can leave. But if you like to share, discuss some information, definitely. And thank you, Nira and Fabi Hanira, Afrida, to their, you manage your time, you take some preparation, give us 1 hour time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Jazakallah khair.
Barakallah fi. Anybody, any question? I think Fabiha and maybe Afrida, in future, maybe you can do some kind of, it's called, it's called mentoring program. Maybe some students would like to get more hands-on help. Maybe I think you are willing to help them, to guide them, right, for future success. Hope I think yes, I'm going to contact with your parents to need your help as a mentor for grade 7, 8, 9 students, right? After that, I think you can.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Waliza or anybody, if I don't ask those questions, if you have still some questions, please ask them. Okay, yeah, if you have some questions, you can ask me in the but after the who are new here for today, what usually do every Sunday from 5 to 6, we discuss those issues. Sometimes it's scholarship information, sometimes we talk about summer job.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of our students, they got a summer job this year.
Yeah.
Sometimes we talk about grant application. There is small grant, how to apply for those grant. Sometimes we talk about I think your sister next class, maybe your sister is going to share. She's the year cadet, right? She was year cadet, and then I think she's
Yeah.
going to, yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes we talk about the air cadet, army cadet, they share information, so other students who have those passions, they get information and then they join those department or they start volunteer. Sometimes, oh, we share also some volunteer information, those things we do. And then sometimes we talk about math contest, Waterloo University math contest, Gauss math contest, then it's called math kangaroo math contest. Those things we run every Sunday about the, it's called the artificial intelligence, coding and robotics. Next class might be, we are going to, let's see, we decide, we got a resource person, we start those program, we discuss about that.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they don't have any question right now, but I'm going to write some more questions, and especially I know you know my email address, right? So just the other two scholarship, Alfred, you ask two or three more scholarship information, you can write it down here or you can email. I can share with them next time.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, 1 or 2 minutes. I'm going to wait. After that, if no question, then we can close our session for today.
I have a question.
Okay, who is that brave girl or boy? Who is that? Can you tell your name and then yes? Ah, oh my God.
Boy. Oh. Okay. So my question is, so can other like grade 8 and 9 and grade 8 and 9 enter this math one test or whatever it is?
Okay, Najifa, you are asking about the math contest question related or can
Is
you?
it the Gauss contest? I think grade 8 students do that because I did it when I was in grade 8.
Oh,
The
very
Gauss
good.
contest, yeah.
Grade 7 and 8 Gauss
Yeah.
and grade 9, they have also another is
Yeah,
called
Pascal in grade 9.
Pascal. Oh,
Yeah.
how do you? Very good. Look at that. She is luckiest student, but she's also sweetest student, not only lucky. Okay. Yes, Nazifa, we will send you. There's a great.
চাকরির কথাটা বললেই পারতে, এভিয়েশনের ওটা একটু বলো।
Yes, go ahead, please. You have a yeah.
ওই যে ওইটার কথা বলো, এভিয়েশন থেকে বলছিল যেটা লাস্ট ইয়ারে যে চাকরি পাওয়ার কথা।
Oh, like when I was in high school, I took aviation like for all of the Nelson kids.
Yes.
Like Nelson Mandela, they offer aviation like as an option. So I took aviation because it was like one of the easiest courses that I could have taken like as an option, and I took it for all 3 years. And I actually like I was really close to landing a job with Eagle helicopters, meaning I'd be fixing helicopters at the airport. Like, and that would have been my first job, but then COVID hit, and then like they canceled the entire internship.
ভালো ছিল।
Yeah, because like when I was in grade 11, I won the Academic Achievement Award for Aviation 25. So like I was a pretty good student in aviation too, and like I had so many like I would have had a lot of like job opportunities from that aviation field, but I just couldn't do them because most of them they were like CBE internships that I could have done, but they were like during the school hours. So like I had to like I couldn't like leave just school and then just like go and work. My parents would have never allowed that. I myself, like I needed to keep my grades up. So there was no way I could have done that. So yeah, like oh yeah, also like the point of this story was like in high school you're gonna have a lot of options like
Yes.
I forgot like the name of these, but like these trades options, so like aviation, robotics, and like I think in culinary too. Like I went to Mandela, so like usually like the CBE, like the Calgary Board of Education, they offer a lot of internships with real life companies that relate to like these options. So like for me, because I was in aviation, Eagle Helicopters, they had an internship, and like it was a paid internship. Like I could have gotten paid for it. I would have worked at the airport. I could have fixed helicopters and stuff like that. So like yeah, they have like definitely check in with your, I think it was like there's a special type of school counselor for this in every high school, and like I think it's like the job opportunity stuff like that. And you check your success center, they will always have information like this. Like for high school students, you can definitely branch off into that. So yeah.
You're talking about the dual courses also?
Yeah, the dual courses. Yes, that's the name. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, I think the SAIT, some people can do the courses when they are grade 10, 11, 12, right?
Yeah.
They can do the course in the university also, University of Calgary, or just for the SAIT?
University of Calgary, I'm not really sure if they offer like those type, but University of Calgary, like if you're in high school, you can definitely take university courses in the summer. Like there's also options for that. I never really took them because like yeah, I didn't really know about them, but like I knew about them after I graduated high school, which was a bummer. But yeah.
How could it benefit? Because in university you don't need to do the course and it will be added to your credit.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's like they give you the credits because you're still a student, right? So yeah, you can definitely like move ahead and stuff like that. Yeah.
Perfect. Right. And then let's see about the aviation course, right? If you start the job in this field, then when you're doing the work with helicopter things, fixing those things,
Yeah.
design. So in the meantime, you can do also your graduation course, right?
Yeah. It's like the internship that I was like talking to, my teacher told me to like apply because like they told me that I was like a good candidate for it, first of all, and like second of all, the aviation field, they don't like, there's like a minimum number of like women in aviation. So like if you're a girl, like you have a way higher chance of getting into an aviation field. So like it could be anything related to aviation. It could be a pilot, it could be like an aerospace engineer, like literally anything. You have a way higher chance than like men. So like yeah, for like if you want to like go into the aviation field and you're a girl, 100% go for it. Like you like definitely you should definitely apply. You have a really good chance.
Okay, now you change from your aviation engineering to which field?
Honestly, like aviation, like I started it because I kind of wanted to be a pilot, but like you know how over time your plans change. Right now I'm more into chemistry because I'm a chemistry student and I love learning about chemistry. So yeah, definitely like my goal right now is to just like I want to do like my master's and maybe some PhD in the future. So yeah, inshallah I'll do it.
You're thinking to the more research work in
Yeah.
chemistry. Okay.
Inshallah.
Wonderful. Yes. Yes. Look at that, boys and girls. Career always change, right? When you're in grade 12, maybe you're thinking, but when you in real life on university, you think that that is not suitable for you. The personality is like that. It's fine. It's fine.
Like my sister, she wants to be a pilot. She definitely wants to go into like the aviation field. That's why she started out as an air cadet because like like flight school is really expensive, like really expensive. So like her plan is to for like being a pilot and everything. She like if you join the Air Force, like the Canadian Air Force, they pay for your education. So like yes, like her like she just wants to like get her license, but like she's not really gonna like continue with the Air Force thing, but like for now that's like her plan. She's in the air cadets too. So
Yes,
yeah.
I know her very well. And then she is
Yeah.
very fit for that.
Yeah.
She yes. One day maybe I'm going to talk to your parents, also talk to her. Maybe she's going to share some information. There are grades, some grades 6, 7, 8. They
Yeah.
are, especially the girls, they are really, they would like to get more idea how to join for the air cadet. So
Yeah,
maybe will be, she can briefly describe those informations. Okay, Amol,
I have
thank you.
another question.
Yes. Oh my God, there's lots of question. Oh yeah, Miss Fatima's a student. That's why. Okay, go ahead, Nazifa.
So my question is your sister in the same like scholarship thing?
No, she's in grade 11 right now. She's only in like air cadets. Anybody can join the air cadets, honestly. She's not like she hasn't started with the scholarships and stuff yet. So yeah, she's going into grade 12 next year.
Okay.
Okay, so next program, I think maybe we are going to hire her. We can learn some more. And then after there's one girl, last 2 years, she's in BC, Vancouver. She also explained. And there's another boy, he is great, he's going to say it next year. So he also in Army Cadet. Last 4 years, he also get some kind of rank. So yes, maybe next program will be about Air Cadet, Army Cadet, Sea Cadet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we don't have any more question today, and hope see you another program.
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Assalamualaikum.